Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Miranda Moon Magic. So this reading is going to be for the sign of Aries, for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign in the year of 2020. So this reading is going to look at love, career, yourself, spirituality, or any other thing generally that's going on in the year of 2020. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first talk about a few things that I saw in my meditation, some words, phrases, signs that I got, and then I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards for each quarter of the year, and then a tarot card for each month. So if you guys want to know specifically what's happening each month of the year and the general energies, then just keep on watching. So this reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you guys are more interested in love, I recommend you watching your Venus sign. More interested in like emotions, yourself. Emmy's eating. I just saw 111 on my timer, by the way. So that could resonate for some of you. But if you guys are more interested in emotions, check out your moon or your ascendant sign for energies outside of yourself. So how other people, what other people are coming into your life, or what other situations with other people, how they could be viewing you, if that makes sense. Kind of twisted my words there. So yeah, the first messages I got for you guys in my meditation were I got the symbol of a clock, and then it was going backwards. So it feels like you guys, there's some healing that's going to need to happen in 2020. Oh, and I literally wrote down 111. I just saw it. So 111 could be a symbol for you guys. I feel like that symbol is about trusting and understanding and embracing the in-between. I see this as like you being in the center of healing the past, being stuck between the past and the future, not really in the present, but kind of just like living in the past or in the future, stuck between the two. And I feel like there's a lot of healing that needs to go on in your life for that, you to be able to get out of that. I also kept seeing the number 17. Some of you guys, your birthday might be on what would it be, April 17th. But also 17, the number 17 I've been seeing for a lot of readings. So your age might be 17. Also, I feel like there could be a transit happening that really only happens every 17 years. I don't know exactly what that is, but it seems like for the most part so far, it's affecting everybody. I keep seeing the number 17 in every single reading. So, however that resonates for you. I also got the term, so my spirit guides decided they wanted to rhyme today. So I got the term lucky time, fragile mind, intertwine. You guys might literally be into poetry or writing poetry, but for me, this was saying, oh, also with you being in the center, intertwining the past and the present, it feels like there's a lucky time coming for you in 2020. There's a period of time where you're going to have some offers, you're going to have some possibilities, some opportunities coming in, but it's going to cross over with a time period that's going to be very emotional for you guys. You guys are going to have some things from the past coming up, or even the present, a lot of emotions you guys are going to have to figure out and heal from, and that's going to intertwine and cause some roadblocks, so to speak. So I heard taking advantage, but this could also be take advantage of the opportunities, but at the same time heal yourself. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to do both at the same time. That's something I'm going to look into in the reading, but those two things are definitely going to be intertwined this year, and you're going to have to kind of be in the middle. This could also literally be you guys being in the middle of two people, possibly like being in the middle of arguments or the middle of fights. I heard taking advantage, so this could literally mean somebody could be taking advantage of you too. Like they're being around you for the wrong reasons, or they're kind of just dumping all their emotions onto you and then leaving you out in the cold and you don't understand what's going on and you're confused and you're like, I just need somebody to talk to, and they're not they're not giving you open energy that makes you feel like you're able to talk to them, even if they'd be cool with talking to you, you know. I feel like you guys need to talk to somebody that you trust, that isn't part of the problem that you want to talk about. So for example, if you have fights with your mom or something and you need to talk about the situations, I would say don't try to talk about it to like a friend or something. Maybe don't talk about it to your mom, because that could just start more arguments. Eventually, of course, when you're able to sort everything out, but when emotions are running so high, I feel like that's not something you necessarily need to do. I feel like any little thing this year or at certain points in the year could really hurt your feelings. Some of you guys might have a water sign moon, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or you might be also dealing with a Cancer or Scorpio specifically, not Pisces. But I also got Sagittarius, so that could resonate for some of you guys. I see an energy around you this year that's going to be kind of manipulative, and they're going to be around you for the wrong reason, so definitely watch out for that. This could be that Cancer or Scorpio or Sagittarius energy. I also got the word servitude. So that means that you're doing everything for everyone else and you're not taking care of yourself, or you're taking care of everyone and they aren't doing anything for themselves. So it's like it's almost like you're Cinderella or something in the house. Like you're the evil stepmother is telling you, you got to do this, not caring about you as a person. You just feel like kind of the black sheep of the family. You're just doing all these things, feeling like you're not getting credit. People are just expecting you to do everything. I also saw 717 on the timer just now, so going along with 17, you guys could be seeing that number a lot on the clock. I feel like you need to stand your ground this year. There's going to be definitely a lot of instances where you're going to feel taken advantage of, and like your time isn't valuable to people. I almost see you guys as like just being, I wrote down housewife, and I also wrote down like baking. So you guys you could be cooking, you could be like the person in the house that makes the best food, so people just expect you to cook. You know, you don't even offer, they're just like, so you're cooking, right? And you're like, I don't know, I guess. Like, I didn't really say it. You can say no. You're always allowed to say no. Definitely remember that this year. You don't have to do everything that everyone wants you to do or asks you to do or expects you to do. Oh yeah, one more thing. I got the term completion of a cycle and clear view end. So it feels like at the end of the year, there could be a completion of a cycle. Maybe this is you healing some sort of experience with your family or a love situation, and kind of ending the cycle and standing up for yourself, learning how to say no to people, standing up, setting boundaries as well, setting boundaries with people, making sure that you're taking enough time for yourself. So yeah, on to the cards. So the first energy I'm going to pull is for the first quarter of the year. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the year of 2020. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the year of 2020. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So the first card I have here is the 10th house, the World. So this talks about your community. This is also family for me. Also, the clock here on the top of the card, that's really interesting. I mentioned a clock in the meditation, but it feels like it's going backwards. There's Sagittarius on the bottom of the deck, so this could be a Sagittarius in your life, like I mentioned before. Also, you might have like your moon in Sagittarius or something, or another sign in Sagittarius. If you do, I definitely recommend watching that reading. because I definitely see and feel some overlapping in those two energies here. But with this 10th house world card, I feel like this is talking about career. Maybe there could be a blockage in your career, like you're doing too much in your life. You're doing so much for everyone else. It's like, I want to start this career. I want to get to where I want to be. I want to do school, but it's like, I just don't have the time. I have to take care of my mom, my family. I have to do all this. I have to work. How am I going to find the time? And I feel like you guys really want to invest in your future, but it's like people around you, it feels like people around you aren't allowing you to do that. They're definitely just thinking about themselves and not wanting to see your perspective of things. See your perspective, definitely a Sagittarius. Could be around you, could be this person. Second quarter. So I got first house, the body. I definitely feel like as I was shuffling the cards before I pressed record, I felt a lot of heat in my hands. So I don't know exactly what that means, but I just saw 1111 on the timer. I don't know exactly what that means, but it feels like maybe you guys are having some pain in your hands from maybe working so hard, doing so much like manual labor. I don't know if it's pain as much as it's like maybe frustration you're putting into your work because you don't have the time. I also see this as you not taking care of your body enough. I don't know what the hands mean. I'll Google it and put it in the description what the spiritual meaning of your hands are and what that connects to astrologically. I know it connects to something, so I'll put that in the description. But then I have the Friends card on the bottom of the deck, the 11th house. So maybe your friends aren't respecting you. Maybe you don't have the best friends in your life, or you're kind of escaping to your friends from your family. With Cancer, I mean, 4th house roots on the bottom of the deck, this is definitely like family tension. Maybe you're escaping to your friends or talking to your friends, like I said before, about what's going on in your family, and then being able to empathize and talk to you about what's going on. Help you understand and heal a little bit. I also get with this, like, you're so stressed out, you're not eating right, you're not taking the time to deal with your, like, take care of your body, whether it be the food you're eating or your hygiene. It's like you're so busy, it feels like you don't have time. But it's like all these expectations other people are putting on you. You don't have to be so busy. But people expect you to just do everything. Yeah. So some of you might laugh about this, but I also in my I wasn't going to say it because I was like, what? But I also in my meditation got the phrase lovely biscuits. I don't know what that means. You could make lovely biscuits. I mean, you could literally make homemade biscuits that people love, and they just expect you every Sunday morning to like make these biscuits and be like a little like house-made Cinderella that just cooks and then eats the scraps off the table. It's like while everyone's eating, you're cleaning up, and then when everyone's done, finally you sit down to eat. But yeah, lovely biscuits. I thought that was so weird, but that might resonate with one of you. If it does, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know because that's so funny. So for the 3rd quarter of the year, I have Virgo. I analyze with the fire element, desire on the bottom of the deck. This I feel like is the fire that I was feeling in my hands, the heat I was feeling in my hands. There's such a desire for change and like, how do I get out of this sticky situation? I just want change so bad. I want to be able to say no. I want to stop doing what I'm doing. I want to be able to take care of myself and do what I want to do, but I almost feel obligated to do all this for other people. So it's almost like you're analyzing, you're trying to plan an escape route. So this could be in a relationship. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to get out of the relationship, or this is a family situation again. I mean, this could be career too, for sure. For some of you, this could be people don't respect me in my job. They expect all of this from me. It feels like my body's taking a toll. I'm overworked. I'm overstressed. And how do I get out of this? I need to plan. I need to start applying for other jobs. I need to get interviews. I need to get a job set up before I decide to quit this job so that I can feel stable and secure. A desire for a new beginning. Okay, so this, with love underneath here, this could definitely be romantic for a lot of you guys. The desire for a romantic partner that feels genuine. If you guys are in a relationship during this time, maybe you're falling out of love and you're like, you're having wandering eyes, so to speak. But it's not really wandering eyes, you know? It's like, I don't like you anymore. I wish, I'm fantasizing about this new person who respects me and loves me and doesn't expect everything, who respects me, I mean, and doesn't expect all these things from me and actually appreciates what I'm doing for them. Maybe you're even, if you're not in a relationship, this could even be you being stuck in like your family house and praying for a relationship so that you're able to get out and maybe move in with this person. Okay, so for the fourth quarter, I have air element communicating. I feel like there could be somebody coming in for you guys at the end of the year, or this is like right in here, and then you're finally able to communicate to your family in the fourth quarter of the year, like, I'm not happy. You're able to have this heart-to-heart conversation, and whether they respect you and understand where you're coming from or not is up to them, but you finally feel comfortable to tell them something that otherwise you might feel unsafe to tell them. I almost see, I can also see this for some of you guys as like, say, keeping, like, speaking an important secret about who you are, your truth, what you want to do in life, who you are and who you know you are, telling them your truth, whatever that may be. But it's like, finally, if they don't understand that, like if they don't have an open mind enough to be able to say, we love you no matter what, thank you for everything you did for us, thank you for everything you've done for us. If they don't have that open mind enough to do that, you're able to then at the end of the year be able to get out if you need to. So it's like you needed you needed an out before you said something that you really felt. So it is almost like, how do I get out of this abusive relationship or job? How do I get out of this job that I hate, that expects so much from me and makes me so stressed out? How do I get out of this relationship, this family situation? And how do I make myself happy? How do I fulfill and nurture and, what's the other word I'm looking for? There's another word there. How do I, lost it anyway. How do I nurture my spirit? How do I give my spirit, my soul, what I know it needs and wants in life and isn't wrong, and I won't let anyone ever make me feel like what I believe and what I feel is wrong again. That's really beautiful. Aw, I love that. This year is definitely going to be a transition for you guys. You're going to be getting out of whatever stressful situation you're in now, 100%. And I have surrender on the bottom of the deck. So surrendering control and trusting timing with the clock as well, the backwards clock. Going backwards, I also see this as maybe straying away, having to figure out something outside of the situation in order to come back and to see it clearer. I'm sorry if you guys hear like ruckusing. The room down the hallway has a few little kittens in there, my foster kittens, and they're going a little crazy today. So I'm sorry about that. So first quarter of the year. Oops. First quarter of the year for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So I've been seeing this card for a lot of readings, but this is faith. This is trusting. Maybe, I mean, for you guys, I definitely see this as like the pregnant belly here. She's got all these ideas. She's got all this creative opportunity, but it's not here yet. It's not, she hasn't given birth to it, so to speak, yet. It's just an idea, and you're trying to figure out how that's going to work rationally, how it's going to work in the situation you're in now. And change on the bottom of the deck. Change. You want change so bad. You want something to be different. And trusting, having faith that it will be different eventually, and sticking with that. Sticking with that belief, I mean. Second quarter of 2020. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Second quarter of 2020 for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I also see this as maybe, if this is a job situation in the first quarter of the year, possibly you guys are giving a suggestion to a boss about how something could be better handled, or you're voicing your concerns, and they're just like shutting you down. Like, just shut up. It's not going to work like that. Like, they're just thinking of you as this little whatever that's just giving these ideas. We shouldn't really listen to them. Your ideas are very smart, and they're what could help grow whatever you're doing, but it's like somebody's making you feel bad for it. Somebody's making you feel bad for wanting change so much. So for the second quarter of the year, I have the fruition card. So this is being able to see things clear now, and to be able to, with trust on the bottom of the deck again. I also notice all like the fruits and vegetables in like her headpiece. So this could even be maybe at the beginning of the year you set a goal to lose weight or eat healthier, and finally you're seeing the results of that in the second quarter of the year. Your body's changing, you're looking better, you feel like you're looking better, your skin's looking better, you're glowing more. So this is maybe seeing like any New Year's resolutions as well that you guys put in place coming to fruition. Taking care of your body. Just make sure, I feel like, you're being healthy with the way you're doing things, and you're not just not eating because you're stressed or something, or you're dieting because you're trying to control something that you are able to control, and it's like a control, like I can't control my situation I'm in now, so I'm going to diet, so this is something I can't control. So definitely be aware of that mentally. I feel like you guys, some of you guys in the first quarter of the year as well, you guys are going to be like a voice socially for people. You have all these creative ideas, or this is something you want to be. You want to be doing this. You have all these innovative, beautiful, creative ideas. I feel like the action just needs to be taken, and that's not happening in this moment. All your ideas are beautiful, and they're so, I mean, they could work for sure, and they will. It just feels like this clock has to go backwards for a second first for you to figure out how you're going to do stuff, for you to be able to start to put these things into fruition. Oops. The Faith card also reminds me of the Empress. So, creative, abundant. Fruition card is abundance too. feeling good, like you have it all, like you know within yourself you have it all and you're able to do it all, but just, I feel like, don't let people put you down, or don't let people make you feel some type of way, and understand you are powerful. So in the third month or third quarter of the year, you're analyzing a situation now from a place of confidence. It feels like confidence, power, knowing that this is definitely going to happen. You're definitely going to put all these things into fruition. Some of you guys might have Virgo in your chart, or you're dealing with a Virgo. This could be the person that you meet this year that feels like they're completely changing your reality. It feels like they're empowering you. They're making you feel good. They're taking care of you now. They see you as this powerful person. Hi, Emmy. They see you as this powerful energy, and it's making you feel more confident. It's like they're saying, wow, I can't believe somebody actually does all that. And you're like, really? I thought that was like normal. I thought everyone did that. And they're making you understand how motivated and how much you really are doing, and how much you should be proud of yourself about it. This is also possibly creating a list of things you need to do before you get out of a situation or before you get into a situation. Ending and beginning go hand in hand, of course, but you're like making a list, like, okay, I have to figure out, what am I going to do for transportation? What am I going to do? Where am I going to live? You know, how am I going to get my stuff out of the house? If you're moving out of like a parent's house or something, you're figuring everything out, and it's like you're slowly transitioning everything out, like you're hiding money, even possibly. Making me think of what's the Broadway play? You guys know what I'm talking about, some of you guys, where she sings She Used to Be Mine too. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of that. But you know, in the play, spoiler alert if you guys haven't seen it, but in the play she like hides money in the couch cushions because she's trying to leave this abusive relationship, and then he ends up finding it. But that's a whole other thing. But she's like hiding money, like she's trying to figure out an escape route. Okay, so fourth quarter of the year. Wisdom. Okay, so what I was talking about in the third quarter with you maybe writing some stuff down and figuring out this escape route, this is you now being able to communicate that. It's like you have your list, you're doing it, you're communicating it, you're smart. This could even be you guys going back to school here. If this is like your family maybe not wanting you to go to school, but not really saying they don't want you to go to school, but being like, well, we need you home, we need you to do this stuff, we really need you, we love you, we want you here. But you know, in the back of your head, you're like, I don't love this though. Did you ever ask me if I love this? I want to go to school. This could be some of you guys going to school, starting a new job, maybe communicating that you're unhappy in your current situation, your current relationship with your family. Communicating it in a way that feels good to you, but they might have some pushback. Definitely. They're going to have some resistance towards you with this. They're going to feel, they might even say something like, who do you think you are? I mean, very manipulative thing to say. So like, lessen what you're doing. Who do you think you are, that you can go to college? Ugh. And they scoff at you or something. Like, I just get that image of someone putting you down for your dreams, whatever they may be. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pull a tarot card for each month of this year. I already shuffled and cut the deck. So January 2020. Ooh. So Queen of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with a air sign. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in the month of January. But I definitely feel this as you guys kind of just sticking with what you're doing, kind of like not really thinking so much about emotions. I see this very much as routine. Like you have a schedule, you have what you need to do, you're doing it, you're kind of doing it. I mean, like in a routine, like in an unemotional routine where you don't really think about it, like you're on autopilot in life. And the Queen of Swords is beautiful, for sure. She's intelligent. Could be going to school again, or this is the dream of you guys wanting to go to school or further your education in some way. Take a couple classes. You guys definitely want to learn. You want to grow. But it feels like for some of you guys, there could be some setbacks. And it could be a money thing. You know, maybe you guys don't have the money to go to school. Or, again, the time. Yeah, money. So this came out, 7 of Pentacles and 9 of Wands. This is like not having the money or not having enough money, or the expectations of how much money is actually going to be is like, it's not within your expectations. So you end up getting like shocked at how much money school actually is. And then everyone's defensive towards you. Like you don't want to go to school. You like putting it in your mind that you don't need this. But you know you want it. I mean, how can someone tell you that you don't want it? You know, you feel the way you feel. February 2020 for Aries, Sun, Mars, and Venus. So, I have the Knight of Swords. So this is determination and stubbornness. And because I feel like people might be pushing back towards you, this is making you feel really down and like you have to fight people, not literally, I hope, but this is making me feel like you're arguing with people, and because of what they're saying, that's making you feel worse, and you're kind of in turn self-sabotaging, and you're allowing them to get to you. Well, I don't want to say allowing them to get to you, because if it's manipulation, you're not allowing it. They're manipulating you, and they're getting to you, and your energy's like you're going downwards. You're just defensive. You don't trust people. You're like, you're telling me you want me to stay home, and I'm saying that I want to go to school, but you're not giving me any other reason that's beneficial to me as to why I should stay home. So why should I listen to you? What's your actual intention? You're questioning people's intentions. I also see this as maybe you're taking care of a child. You're possibly like a nanny, or if this is like, if you're like an older teenager and maybe like your mom had a baby when you were almost like 16 or something. 16 maybe. 16 or like 18, like in your late teens. This could be her kind of expecting you to take care of the baby now. So it's like, or you're taking care of your younger siblings a lot. So it's like you're nurturing, you're taking care of your siblings, and you love them, but it's like you want out, you're not happy in what you're doing. And it's really selfish of other people to just assume that you are happy in what you're doing when you didn't ask for this to begin with. They chose to have a kid, if that's what this is. You feel left out in the cold again in family. It's like, with this is really like the imagery that I was talking about. Like, you guys feel like Cinderella. I mean, you're out in the cold while the family is having a picnic. Who packed the picnic? You did. But you're not there. You're going and you're cleaning up and you're figuring out what you have to do next and taking care of things in the house. Just feels like very Cinderella. Very what I was talking about. What's going on in March 2020? March 2020. March 2020 for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So King of Pentacles. You guys feel stable in the environment you're in March, it feels like. Or this could also be like a father figure or like a male energy in the home. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This could be somebody this could be the person that feels like they're manipulating you and kind of keeping you in the space that you are. This Queen of Wands Swords could even be like a mother that's an air sign. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this King of Wands, it's like this is the stable like head of the household, it feels like. They're bringing home the money, everything that the family needs, but they're not providing much emotional support, and neither really is the mother figure, it feels like. And it feels like you don't know how. So it's like no one's helping each other here. They're kind of just like surviving and pushing through, and no one's really getting anywhere. Feels like this male figure definitely could just be like a little bit like they come home, they have a few beers, they eat, while at the same time expecting you to cook. They don't say thank you, and they just knock out. It's very like just a cold, well, not cold necessarily, but just like in a routine, stuck in a routine person, because you don't know what's going on with them internally. I feel like they've pushed different things aside so much that they're just going through the motions. So April, I have the 5 of Swords. So for some of you guys, this could be your birth month. 5 of Swords is like pettiness, feeling like people are coming for you. Maybe you guys have a not so great birthday. Oh, that's really sad for you guys. For some of you guys. I also saw 17 on my timer again. But I feel like for some of you guys, it's just like you're still expected to do everything you've been doing on your birthday. And it's like, I don't even get a break. And that could make you really upset. Or have a break, like a little bit of a breakdown. It's like this person just like putting more and more on you. And kind of like they're making you feel bad. Like they're saying things that hurt your feelings. Again, fragile mind. It feels like that's definitely being sparked by this month here. The need for change definitely increases this month, where it's always been there. It's like, wow, this really just showed me so much. I gotta get out of here. This could be an argument for sure, but more so like an in your head energy. You could be kind of just like getting upset, crying, and going to your room and not saying anything, not really having a conversation, and just sitting in your mind and being upset. May 2020. May 2020, 2020. May 2020. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. May 2020. Right, so 5 of Wands and the Hermit. Yeah, this is what this is. This is an argument, and then you go to your room and you shut yourself out. So the Empress in May 2020. This could be a literal pregnancy with the Empress. I always feel the need to say that. You guys could be pregnant. This could definitely be your pregnancy. Maybe it was unplanned and you're a little bit scared of what's going to happen, especially if you guys are younger. This could also be this creative energy, this need to inspire and to put your creative energy out there, but feeling stuck in that a little bit with the oh, okay. So I also see this as you guys being creative, maybe creating art in your free time to escape and doing it for free and giving it to people as like a gift, and not really gaining anything monetarily from it at the moment. And at some point, you might be able to feel, you might feel like people are starting to take advantage of you, like, oh, draw this for me, draw this for me, draw this for me. You get more and more, and you're like, okay, this isn't fun anymore. I'm not getting anything from it. I'm not getting any money. I kind of just want to do what I'm going to do. You're allowed to say no again. Say no if you need to. Don't allow yourself to say yes just to make somebody happy. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling taken advantage of, definitely say no. Nope. That was easy. 1 word, 2 letters. Nope. Well, 4 words, 4 letters, I mean. February, March, April, May, June 2020. So this card came out earlier. Again, financial instability. This could be you feeling left out in the coldest. Like, I did this piece for somebody. I gave this to somebody. They didn't even offer to give me a tip. They kind of just took it and were like, okay, cool. Did they even say thank you? Not sure. Wasn't a meaningful one if they did. This could also be you guys just creating your art, maybe not getting anything financially from it, but being okay with that. Some of you guys will be okay with that for a while because you guys feel emotionally fulfilled, like this is something that you're supposed to be doing. I also see this as feeling left out and you're cold by your family. Again, like they don't understand you. They don't know why you're doing what you're doing. Like they might be saying you're never going to make a career out of that. Why are you doing that? That's so silly. Just making you feel bad for what you're doing. Left out in the cold. Being the black sheep, them just not understanding you. Okay, so July 2020 for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So I have the 6 of Pentacles here. Giving, giving, giving. 6 of Pentacles for me is all about giving, nurturing, giving what you can, balance financially. So I feel like you guys could be trying, again, with the Virgo card. This connects to Virgo. So some of you could have Virgo in your chart, or you're dealing with a Virgo. This King of Pentacles energy could be Virgo. But this is more so saying to me that you're starting to figure out how to put everything together. You're realizing that you can't give everything to everyone and you need things in return, and you need to balance your time management. Also balancing the amount of work you're doing, not overwhelming yourself, knowing that you need enough for yourself. You can still give while having enough for yourself. It doesn't have to be on such extremes like I'm giving everything or I'm taking everything, you know? Finding that balance. And I think going within and maybe taking a little bit of a break and doing some meditation could help you find that balance for sure. July, August. Oops. All right, so here's when the transition really starts to happen. The good stuff's going on now. So the Fool came out. This is just a creative, beautiful, free-spirited energy for me. I love to see this card. He's just taking a step. She is just taking a step forward, and she doesn't know where she's going. She doesn't know how far she's gonna fall off the cliff, but she's just like, I'm so excited. I'm doing this finally. It's like you guys have been wanting this for so long, and it's like, finally I'm able to do this. I'm so excited. I mean, this is around the time that you guys would start school, so maybe you guys are finally starting school or taking a couple classes. This energy in July could be you enrolling into classes and finally doing something for yourself that you know you're enjoying, your parents not understanding and not supporting you, but you being so happy in whatever you're doing. Wanting to learn and grow and feel like you can be a leader and you can be in charge of your life. I also saw just now 44 on my timer. I also see this as knowing that your spirit guides are watching over you and they're protecting you, because look how far you've come in this year. It's like, I couldn't have done this on my own. It feels, well, the joke is that you definitely could do this on your own, but it feels like you're very supportive. You're supporting yourself with your faith and your spirit guides and trusting the universe and what's happening and the timing of things and why things are happening. There could definitely be some impatience in there, but it feels like for the most part, you guys are just having faith and knowing that it's going to work out. So the Ten of Wands here with the Fool, this is saying that your workload is definitely going to increase. And of course it is. If this is you starting school, this is you being like, wow, I have to do all this stuff and do school. I'm so much busier. But it's like this pressure you're putting on yourself. And this doesn't feel like super negative, since it is something that you've always wanted to do. It just feels like some added pressure onto you through a change. This transition period is definitely going to be a little hard with change, just like in the home, but you're going to be so happy with what you're doing that I feel like it's going to balance it out a little bit. Okay, so these two cards came out. So this is balancing like schoolwork and other work, or schoolwork and home stuff, or home stuff and work, or whatever the combination of them are. This is you maybe getting a little bit overwhelmed and like stuck, feeling stuck. Maybe somebody comes into your life that offers some emotional support and you're just not seeing that because you have your guard so up that you're not trusting people. This could be an Aquarius coming into your life. Maybe somebody you meet at school. September 2020. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. September 2020. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. September 2020. So I have the Knight of Wands. Again, this is like a fresh, adventurous, excited energy about the future and where you're going. He has the wand. The dragon's over there. He's so excited. He's ready to slay the dragon. The knights for me are always like, this is usually a job or like I meant to say school. Knights are like 20s age people who are like going into a new job or school. But this is like you being so excited about it. You're so excited and ready and like adventurous, and you're so, I mean, it's like you're excited about the people you're going to be around. If you're excited to go to the store and get notebooks, like it just feels like so much excitement surrounding this and so much readiness. Like you're coming to school, you have your new stuff, you're so excited. But at the same time, you're a little bit scared. You're scared of what people will think. You have your guards up because of like family situations. You're just scared that the things that they've said about what will happen will come true. You're scared that people will take advantage of you or see you as lesser than them. These just feel like fears. It doesn't feel like, it just feels like fear is projected onto you by your family or these manipulative people that were happening in your life earlier. Excuse me. So I have the Justice card for October 2020. So this is also the card of Libra, coming out in Libra season, which is October. I just noticed, so maybe somebody's birthday is in October and you're going to be busy with school and learning that you won't necessarily have time to do anything for their birthday, which is really interesting because it's like, oop, that's karma a little bit, because if this was your birthday right here and they didn't do anything for you, in fact, they made your birthday bad by saying things that were not nice to you, then this is kind of them getting karma. You maybe not even doing it on purpose, just being like, I can't, I'm busy, not saying anything mean to them, but just like going to your room to rest and study, and them just like holding a big grudge and not even really recognizing that they literally did that to you early in the year. So it's like they're getting what they deserve. But you're not coming at it from a revengeful point of view, it doesn't feel like. So 8 of Wands. So to me, this just feels like, it feels like making a lot of new friends. Again, with the communication card here, it feels like being super busy, but super excited, all these new things coming into your life, making new friends, understanding things, being communicative. Maybe you get put in like a group chat for like a group project you guys are dealing with, and your phone is like going off every second, and you're like, finally, I like have people in my life, and I'm like excited about what I'm doing. This feels so cool. Finally, it feels like people care about me and need me, even if they don't. They just, you're doing a project together or something, you know, but it's like that feeling is really cool for you guys, it feels like. Creative, communicative, feels like she's very beautiful. She's the center of attention. She's got it together. She's so smart. You're so smart. It feels like you're doing so well. It's like anybody who puts you down. It's so silly for them to do it, because you're doing so well in everything you set your mind to. So in December of 2020, I have the 4 of Pentacles. So this could be feeling like, I mean, if this was a new job you're getting into, this could feel like, maybe, like I said earlier, this could be maybe you having to store a little money and hide it so that you can set a plan. The Emperor, kind of like a plan to get out, you know? This also, these 2 cards seem very similar to me. They're both sitting on like, they're standing on books, or they're sitting on this trunk. So it's like you guys are sitting on your knowledge, so to speak. Just kind of keeping it there, sitting on your earnings, sitting on your grades, so that whenever somebody says something maybe rude to you about your school, you can like shove it in their face and say, ha, finally, this is what I did, and you told me I couldn't. And that's going to be a good feeling for you guys. So it's kind of like you're waiting for the perfect moment to take action. This could also be, again, waiting for the perfect moment to communicate something to your family, waiting for that moment so that you guys can get out. I mean, in November, this could be this communication with your family that's kind of everywhere. You just spilling your feelings and communicating to them, and then needing to get out and maybe having less money then. Having to support yourself. But you're ready to do that because you feel happier now. You feel like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and I mean, you're happier. So the Emperor too, on the bottom of the deck, he's a leader, he's in control. This is also the card of Aries. So it feels like at the end of the year, you guys are just going to be in your power, and this is definitely the completion of a cycle at the end of the year. A lot of times at the end of years, we say, okay, so this is the end of the year, so we're like starting a new cycle. That doesn't happen for everybody. A new cycle doesn't start at the beginning of the year and end at the end of the year. But it feels like at the beginning of the year, this is like a continued cycle going on. But at the beginning, I meant, if I said that. But at the end of the year, this is definitely going to be a completion and an ending. You just see things so much clearer, and you're able to figure everything out, and you've learned so much along this journey, and you're ready to live your life. I mean, it feels like you're moving into a new chapter of your life, and you're ready to see and read the book with the books here. You could be very into reading, writing, You're very smart, intelligent. I mean, wise, wisdom here. I love this. Okay, so I feel like that's about it for you guys. If you like this reading, be sure to give it a like and subscribe down below. Also, don't forget to check out your moon, Venus, and rising signs. If this is your sun sign, if it's not, also check out your sun sign. They'll be linked below and also in a playlist, so definitely check that out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading and it was able to give you some clarity and make you excited for the new year, 2020. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.